Hi, Miss Brown. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Yeah, it's it's good. I think I'm getting ready to open it up a little bit more, extend the fence out all the way back over, all the way over to where the property line ends. I'm thinking about doing it, so put the rest of the yard in contact with the other half of this yard over here. I was thinking it'll be a good idea. Yeah, and then put the gazebo stuff up. So yeah, I'm working on it, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. But good morning, everybody. We're gonna wait for Catfish to tap in into this live so that I don't have to keep talking back to her on those posts over there because she needs to hear this. She needs to hear this. Um, First of all, as my title says, no, it's not that I think that I'm all of that. It's what I know about Papoose. All my I's are dotted and my T's are crossed. Second, your request for what you're asking for is just as I stated. I don't owe you Jack nothing. And you don't stand 2 toes, 10 toes, 12 toes down on Papoose. So it's not that I think that I'm all of that. It's just that I don't like you. Stop talking back to me like we are having acquaintance associations on anything. Nothing. I have my reasons of doing what I do and how I do over here. So, and that first reason I just told you is all that I need to substantiate all of the things that I have said or done pertaining to Angie with 2 E's, Dobie, whatever your name is, right? Because I don't know your name like that. But my life, what I've done in it, how I done it, who I've done it with, that belongs to me, not Angie the catfish Dobie. Okay, not at all. Um, I think that I'm all that. It's funny how you come back to want to use that phrase now. And the reason that I can think of that you did so was because you're struggling with someone that is real, someone that is not fake. I ain't perpetrating nothing that I say on this YouTube pertaining to you at all. I'm a fully grown ass woman. That crap that you types up over there, digging up information that is so fucking irrelevant and inconclusive to what my life is now, is why I, okay? It's the fact that, and what do you like to call slow, stupid, dumb, is breaking your ass down. See where I'm from, catfish. Someone as you like to think of yourself as smart, articulate, somewhat intelligent or whatever. And me positioning myself as slow, stupid, dumb. It was that easy for me to have you momentarily on this YouTube shit underrate yourself, brought you down to where the slow, do, stupid, and dumb is. It's just that stupid. See, if I'd have ever thought that I was this a highly intelligent, smart, and articulate person, there is no way you would have been able to pull me out of my element at all to go back and forth. But it was easy for me to do that to you because of what you think about Pap. Now, you like to keep addressing something about the children and the babies and this or that. I've given you an answer to that. Those babies were born, and there's not a goddamn thing that you can do about it. See, I don't have a story to give you and nobody else, except for just know that those babies that I delivered were all well taken care of. Just know that I did it without a government assistance, without needing to go and shed a tear and beg for some type of freaking support or even give them a message about if I could not have done those things. Now, I know you really, really want details about my life, right? And I'm going to have to let you continue to keep doxing me as you should. Now, you will feel quite stupid if I go and replay that video about me telling the people that come and chit chat over here in these comments about that whole fucking bankruptcy thing. That I will share with you. I was quite young. Me being quite young, the person that I was still around, still doing it, we still doing it. I'm gonna leave that there, right? Bitch, I took my dumb ass, like I told my audience, over to Vegas and maxed out cars like crazy. Sorry, my phone rang. So, where was I while I got a second before I get a bite to eat and go and do my homework? Because I'm giving her what she thinks that she might need so that she can continue content. Because right now, say or see that I am her content. I am why she is irritated and decided to make her circles around the block to engage in several people content. Kind of doing what I was doing, just commenting and creating some content based on the stories that was put out. See, now she is me. Now you're me. Now you're doing a papoose. Oh my God, my daughter keeps calling. Okay, so what is this on this floor? Anywho, but where was I? Oh yeah, about the content. You're doing a papoose because you have nothing else to do. You have no other ideas, no nothing, but you talk about all of that stuff that you're capable and can do and this or that, but that's pretty much all you're doing. And by the way, you're quite boring at it, to be frank. But okay, back to my life that you are so and want to be intruded by. See, we talked about the kids. Okay, so they're grown, they're off doing their things, and they were well taken care of. And I didn't need food stamps, or I didn't need the government to know what my business was and how I was doing it, taking care of it. It wasn't any of their business. So, but I remember you saying that. What'd you say? Oh, we're not alike. We're not alike. That's what you said, right? Well, in some retrospect, boo, I filed a bankruptcy long time ago. Bitch, I don't even remember the shit. But what I'm going to do is I can show you that because I do have a file. I'm not going to show you, but I do have a file pertaining to that information that you're searching for, right? I do have a file somewhere for that, which if it doesn't pop out at me, see, I have a file of everything. So if it doesn't pop out right at me, I'm not going to dig it up. Just to give you all the accurate, correct details about it, because you will see that information on there, right? So catfish. Again, what I decided to do, because it's too late for anybody to do anything about it, was keep my money in my pocket after I so desperately kept paying on that, which was running about $1,000 a month, right? I decided, man, bump that goddamn shit, right? So that's why the filing was pretty much done. Even with my mom, because my mom was like, oh, no, I'll just help and pay some on it, because, you know, you like to, since I mentioned baby sister, keep talking about a baby sister and what her dumb ass should have done, and her dumb ass should have did this, and her dumb ass should have did that. When I'm sitting over here knowing, because you wouldn't know, baby sister would have ran laps around your donkey ass. Laps around your donkey ass, right? But that's fine. Ray back. If you need some Tylenol, I can help you with your headache. I don't have a problem with that at all. I don't have a problem with you having a headache here, because we all know that there's a cure for that, Ray back. So stop the bullshit, okay? You come in here and I'm the one that's doing the talking. You're not doing the talking, so ain't no need of you coming in here telling me about until you giving me a headache, because you know how that's going to work out for you. You already know that, right? So I'm giving. Wait, see, now you trying to get me off a track, but I have a minute because I'm waiting on something before I get to doing my work, right? I'm not going to apologize to you. The fuck on. Are you serious? And you popped in here talking about some, I'm giving you a headache? Are you serious right now? You can't be serious. Anywho, so catfish, that part did happen. But we're talking about the difference now with them happening, because we know we both did it, right? Not only us two, a whole lot of people do it, right? But you did it and cried freaking wolf on that paperwork. See, I've already established that there is nothing that I am going to give you to satisfy what you're thinking or about papoose. That's just not going to happen, right? But since we're talking about it, why don't you go and satisfy the people about you doing it and talking all that hot stuff on the internet about what you like, what you don't like, how you are, who is this, and what is that, and them over there. And explain your shit. See, your paperwork proves that there was struggle. I don't have anything to prove about struggling nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. I don't have on there because I suffered disabilities or I was unable to pay this or to pay that. I don't have on there where the government has my information so that I can beg for a goddamn food stamp card. You're not going to find that. No, I just stepped it up as a soldier, even after I created life to bring in this world and took care of mine. So I guess you can say that, yeah, I think that I'm all of that. What you're doing now is filibustering because you're used to probably dealing with and finding it quite easy to cuss people out, or as they use the word roast people, right? Because of them probably being vulnerable, or they're easy, or it's just they don't want to deal with you, so they don't respond back to you. But since I don't like you, it's easy for me to respond back to you. But let me see if I can get this up for a second. Okay. But unfortunately, you're dealing with a real ass person. You're dealing with the real ass person. You have to deal with a situation that you are suffering in your head, one that is bothering you bad over there, which is who's lying and who's not. See, I didn't come out here as a lying police officer because I never give a shit about what a person says, because whether if they are lying or telling the truth, it does not benefit me any kind of way. A person can tell their story however they choose to tell it. At the end of the day, what is it that I would position myself to do anything about? However, because of whatever this bullshit ass schooling that you have, and it has conditioned your dumb ass to be a certain type of person, and you feel that because you were taught this, or your parents whipped it into your behind, that anywhere you go to engage in certain things. Oh, come on, I don't want to. Any certain kind of way, like they owe you the truth to their lives. That shit is funny as hell that you do that. So we established that part, right? We established that there are bankruptcy papers, right? We established that we know names, which I never hid my name. I just use a YouTube character name just like everybody else, right? Or we established also that your bankruptcy papers is quite different than mine. You want to put out that, oh, that there was some struggling factor or whatever in my life, and I'm telling you that it wasn't. I'm just not giving you any details based on how it wasn't, and you are struggling with that. Does that, thank you, Miss Brown, does that make me, I'm all of that person? No. You're struggling with trying to trigger what you think you are capable of triggering out of Papoose. I'm a grown ass woman. That there alone should enlighten you on how dumb you are. Not smart, because you think that you are smart, see, but smart people also can, show their dumbness as well, right? Me, I don't think you're smart. I think that you are playing your position as trying to be smart, which only lays in the lap of this whole legal shit. Any other subject or object or situation, you clearly show how fucking dumb you are in those. See, I figure I'm smarter than you when it comes to 20 other different subjects. I think that you're dumb as fuck. Period. You use what, oh my God, my daughter is seriously getting on my last nerves right now, but hold on a second. Let me get this, and then I think she'll be gone away. Okay, she's gone. Yeah, I did it. I did that on purpose. Hold on. So, but let me get this log for catfish. What? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. No. Why is my password? Because I'm forgetting that. That's why. Now I got it. I got it. Had to think for a second. So, yeah, Jesus loves you too. Amen. Amen. Mm. And I do think, though, Catfish, I think that after time spent out here on YouTube, I do think you're jealous about something. Think you're jealous about something. I do. Okay, let me pull this up. There you go. There you are. Let me pull. See if I can get that. Let's go here to your post because you wants to know a lot. You wants to know a lot. You want receipts. You want evidence. You thrive and enjoy in being the worst people ever. That is a lie. Y'all are some troubled ass people. And the fact that you're the only person that's out here making that insinuation based on what you're seeing on a YouTube is the most hideous shit ever, right? You don't know these people, including myself, right? But because of the way that they speak and they act and they do on YouTube in your head, which you think is or could be their actual character in their real life, is what's so fucking hideous to me. You have to take this stuff on YouTube, which you can't, with a grain of salt. It is what it is. What you get on camera from a person is what you get. But when you choose to apply yourself to this shit where you're that deeply connected to it to want to establish and diagnose a person makes you the most stupidest person out here. You're the only one. You're the only one that does it. Like you are lost. You're totally lost. You are really, really connected to applying reality to some goddamn YouTube. Shit is stupid. Who choose this sector as your therapy? That would be you. Because you are still here doing the same thing that you have been doing since that little piss ass channel over there was torn apart. Y'all are some horrible, sick ass people. Now they're horrible and sick ass people because they are away from you. But had you been able to continue your strange ass lives that was going on with all of those people up there, right? Were you thinking the same thing that you are saying now? Because you also played a part when running that panel with all of these different people who are no longer connected to you, all of these people, right? So you got to be implying on yourself as well, right? But now you're not, because they're not connected to you like that over there on that channel anymore. So that only applies to the people that's not there anymore, but was there, and you were there with it. Include yourself into that crazy ass fucking sentence that you put up. It's not a surprise that most of the decent people recycle to much cleaner sectors, and you don't even know that to be a fact. You know why? Because I know that if I'm over here and I watch damn near 50 other channels, and out of those 50, 30 of them is damn near close to the situations that was going on over here. Is just different characters, right? Tells me that obviously you don't go much places out here on YouTube. You're just stuck right here in the sector. Then you bring your stupid ass on here and post us some shit that's going on a fucking reality show or a TV show, whatever show it's on, right? And implying that that's doesn't have any similarity to it. And then you respond to the shit like, girl, it's not a surprise that most of the decent people recycled to much cleaner sectors and left the trash behind. That's you. You got left behind. You're still over here. So if these people that you speak of has left a sector to go to much cleaner sectors, and you think that this sector is as dirty as you say it is, then ask yourself, why in the hell are you still over here engaging or trying to engage in this community over here, right? Indirectly. Ask yourself that. Why are you still here? Why? Is it because you are distraught? You are miserable? You can't go nowhere? Is there any other place? You can't find any other place where you will fit in so that you can shine and be the person that you say you are? Or is it that you not who you say you are? So those other people elsewhere will definitely detect the fact that you are a catfish. How is it that fucking hard for you to go and give someone else your resume so that they can like or love the Angie with two E's that you say you are? How is it that freaking complicated? That is, like I said, that's some crazy shit. I've never had to hate anyone in my life until now. That there alone proves that you are fucking insane. You are insane. I never had to hate anyone in my life. Now, before you try to come back and retype your paragraphs where that I am a walking book of contradictions, let me enlighten you on how I don't give a rat's ass about what you're posting and taking it for a grain of salt. You can bet that. Because I don't give a fuck about what you type. I don't give a fuck whether if you got your feelings hurt so damn bad out here and your head exploded for it. So what I'm saying is what you writing, I take it with a grain of salt because I have no way of knowing whether if this is true or if you're telling a lie because I have no interest in whether it's your truth or a lie. It does not benefit me any kind of way. But when I say these things, you struggle with having a difficult time understanding it. And you ask the question, or you like to say, someone is slow. What is your problem? Because you do have them. Y'all's fun involves disturbing someone else's peace. That's a sick and lonely ass statement to be writing. Why in the hell do you give two fucks about people you don't know peace? Why? It's you that's caught up into this mass destruction now, what you say it is. Everybody else just doing their own little thing and laughing and talking about each other or lifting each other up or whatever on their channel. And this is all the shit that you have to write about. It's, no one is going to believe me if I had to drag people, mother and kids. No one is going to give 10 fucks about it. Maybe if you answer yourself based on your inner thoughts of what you're thinking about doing and how you're going to do it and worried about what people's feelings would be behind after your actions, I'm pretty sure you would end up with the same answer that I just concluded to you. No one is going to give two fucks at all. And defend my name, your likeness, your character, your mom, your dad, your kids. Nobody gives a fuck. You type this in there as if it's going to tap into someone's energy to actually give a fuck. And nobody is. What the God-saken crap is this? I feel like I almost need to get a box of Kleenex. This is probably going to get worse. This is some shit that you have to just lay in the hands, I guess, as this person said, Jesus, and go ask him what it is that you should do. No one is gonna believe me if I drag the people's name, mother, and kids and defend my name and my likeness without a competent judge or jury to adjudicate me. You know what I gotta say though, Catfish? I think that the schooling that you probably missed doing because of your disabilities, right, has you suffering over there to want to be able to continue on what you say you do in a professional level to receive the benefit, to reap the benefit for it, but your disability actually left you no where but a choice to keep delivering and thinking that your experience in alleged professionalism, it's only worthy out here on a YouTube street. I've been placed in snitching positions. That there, bitch, is an act of the devil using your ass. Period, and that's all. See, you don't have to make a decision to be in a snitching position. This is something that you made a choice to do because your ass been handed out here. That's it and that's all. You can make another choice in life, right? To do other things other than being placed in a snitching position. But this is something that you choose to do thinking that it's going to probably make you feel better. But according to this paragraph, it looks like your choice of what you choose to do got you feeling as bummed out as you fucking look, bitch. Period. Stop with this whole empathetic ass fucking bullshit that nobody gives a rat's ass about. You have people who was tested and therefore they have a testimony. You don't know that to be true. Well, instead of encouraging them or helping those people, they talk about and mistreat those people as if they weren't in that same position. Now, that sounds like you. Why didn't you just make that sentence in adding the fucking real character, which is you, into that fucked up ass narration? You are that fucking connected to a goddamn YouTube because you have, at this point, from the way that I'm looking on the outside in, no other life. All of that schooling and professionalism has come to a halt, probably been at a halt for quite some time. And you're desperate to utilize it in the form that you were allegedly taught to use it in, except for you ended up in a classroom full of alleged students that don't give a fucks about you. Isn't that something? And you that smart where you allegedly can't turn that around and go to captivate you any more students. You're just concerned and caught up with the dumbass students over here in this damn community. You a weak link bitch. They are carrying it like they've been on. They are life shaming and all. That wouldn't been you, huh? That wouldn't been you. People making choices, aligning to different objectives of things that they choose to do in their life. Those things did not sit well with you. You were the one that came back to fill yourself up with a book of life shaming. You did that. It didn't matter what they wore. It didn't matter how they talked. It didn't matter how they looked. It didn't matter who the fuck they was fucking. It didn't matter about anything. You decide to weaponize yourself with the book of life shaming to have for your defense to go after a group of individuals to elevate your feelings. That was you. Stop it. They aren't giving back to the Thanksgiving turkey drive or the school backpack drive. And this is things that you like to type, hoping that someone will come across your post and believe this fucking bullshit that you type. You do not know that to be factual. Now do you? Now do you? Huh? Just because you don't see it doesn't mean that you should have the honor to type anything that you believe is going on. It's in your fucking head. You needs to get fucking help. You need help. You're stupid. And I think you cray cray now. I think you're dealing with borderline of cray cray, and that shit gonna get worse. Just a bunch of drugged up. Here we go. First, you're going to say that they are life shaming and all. And then you come back to attempt a life shaming subject. Just a bunch of drugged up dummies, devoid of any civility and honor. Bitch. Your whole feelings is hurting, boo. You better get the help. If you don't get off of YouTube no time soon, I highly suggest that you get you some psychiatric help so that they can tap into your fucking head to tell you that you are out of the realm of reality. You need fucking help. Those kids are being raised. And wait a minute. And if that's not enough, these people have kids. Those kids are being raised like they were raised and slash or become a product of their environment. Hopefully you watching some type of TV show and responding to that show. Hopefully you are. Let me put that in there. Let me assert that in there. I guess I'm right where I supposed to be for right now. The Lord knows. No, the Lord knows that you is cuckoo than fucking bowl of Cocoa Puffs. I thrive and enjoy bullying the bully. There is absolutely nothing to thrive out of being a bully to bully the bullies. The only thing that you have done was subject yourself down to the lowest scum of the fucking earth, as well as if a bully is doing what you are saying they are doing. That's it, and that's all. That's it, and that's all. Don't be afraid because the people champ is here. This bitch delusional than a motherfucker. Just let me know who needs it and we will be there. Ah, bitch. Now, Bookham is back out with Angelo visiting his channel. And of course, they have reviewed and reiterated and recited a bunch of the same bullshit that went down dealing with the R. Kelly situation. And of course, some of this situation engaged and ignited Drunken Larry over there. So they have their whole little back and forth thing going on. But here she is again, needing to feel worthy of our channel by Angie. I'm going to say your channel because I don't give a fuck whether people come over there to subscribe and hang out and do whatever. See, I'm not all caught up in this shit like this, and I'll never leave the land of reality. That's just not going to happen, right? But here you are again, poking your nose into that because you are in need of some cold case files to bring back that feeling, that adrenaline that you search for of being whatever you are into the legality terms of situations going on. See, you're only good allegedly for that. You just wants to place in and out and around some shit about what can be adjudicated or litigated and who's dumb and who's stupid and who hates you and these some sick ass people. Those are the only rules or scenarios that you want to have existence to apply to it, because that's going to allegedly in your head substantiate who you are and what you can do and how you can do it. That's all you have. That's it, and that's all, you know. So, and of course, correct the way people speak and spell and add their pronunciation, their periods and commas and caps and all of that shit. You missed that school shit, don't you? I don't give a fuck about this here because that's not any of my business. And I've heard it all when it comes to Angelo Clary and Drunken Larry and Bookham shit and so on and so forth. Now here you is searching for the truth about Bookham shit, right? Now there's quite a few people out here that knows that this is something of antic way of you trying to rebuttal and have content off of his content when that usually kind of comes from over here, or it did for many, many, many years. But I believe at some point in time, you subjected yourself into saying that, oh, I bothered people. Oh, you pick at people. Oh, you did this. And here you are. Notice that the bozo couldn't contribute to the stories that Kip was telling about him and R. Kelly. Hold on, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. Notice that the bozo couldn't contribute to the stories that Kip was telling about him. You made that your business. Kip went all the way back to Aaliyah, and he didn't mention the bozo being around at no time. Kip is literally telling him about this time with R. Kelly as if bozo wasn't there. You over there digging and diving, looking for you some content. Now it'll be quite interesting to see if the people that you like to refer to up here, right, which is pretty much 85, 87% of the people over here in this community, is going to have any interest of you trying to deliver this content that's going on over on the Bookham Show. It'd be quite interesting to see how many people will have the relapse to come and rejoin your channel to help you get it back to where it was, at least back up to 80 people in the chat. That'll be quite interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm going to keep watch for that. The same people that you like to do this type of shit on, including this life shaming shit right here, right? The same people right here. Who you talking to? Who you talking to? In what sense will you realize that you have destroyed yourself out here? And when are you going to realize that? You destroyed yourself. Nobody, I don't think, from what I've seen out here, been watching, gives a shit about what you say and how you're saying it. But now you want to do it, right? I guarantee you that I can take this live here and come live with it and dictate it and have fun with it and have the audience to sit and have fun. I guarantee you. I think that I can do it. I think that I can do it. But I had no interest in it. This dummy wants us to believe that she's all of that. No, I didn't, because I can speak for myself. If I wanted something like that to be in belief, then I would have came and told the audience, hey, audience, I want y'all to know that I'm all of that in a bag of chips. My realness coming from me speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. I don't have to say anything like that. I don't have to showboat and prance and feel like that I am above every person out here on the fucking YouTube. I don't have to do that. So it's all about how a person pretty much carries themselves. And I say that your situation, carry yourself as a fucking catfish, a wannabe. You know, nobody wants to keep hearing anything about how you and where you and when you and you did this and I did, and then come back and stop and start life shaming people on their choices of doing certain things in their life. Nobody want to hear that shit. You want me to stop lying about my life. How can I stop lying about my life when technically I haven't been out here to tell you much about my life? How? I never said it was struggle free, bitch. I did not struggle in the sense that you're trying to put it out here as if I had struggle fever. That is not my name on the documented paper asking for food stamps. That's you. That is not my name on that paperwork telling these people that, oh my God, I am disabled and I can't afford to make ends meet. That is you. I've always been able to make ends meet. Stop lying about your life. Well, if that's the case, then why did you say these things years ago? And this is 2013. First of all, bitch, ain't pretty much that I can remember about what happened in 2013. I told you, whether if you choose to believe it or not, most of that shit on there were songs, were lyrics. And I sat on there just like I've done here and say some bullshit or accurate shit. It's up to you to decipher, depict it, I don't know, about bullshit. But now, this is not what's troubling to me. It's this part that's troubling to me that makes me engage in getting in your ass. Did you try counseling, or did baby sister handle it the way she what? Handled you being 14 and pregnant and a dropout? Now, I'm going to tell you for the last goddamn time that that is a fucking lie. See, but you don't want to adhere to that truth because you want to continue to keep thinking that you have this life shame power that truly pokes to trigger and break down my ego or something. And I keep telling your dumb fat ass bitch that it doesn't. I keep telling you, I don't have that type of conscience. to allow someone who thinks that they're capable of doing that, right, to happen. It will never happen, stupid. Now, you're over here engaged in telling this shit. My thing is, since you like to use this antic about proving it, then bitch, go keep doxing me and prove your shit. Why do see once you have proved it, then there's no need of you to keep talking about it. So now I guess what you can't find this? Why you can't find this? Why you can't find whether if I dropped out or not? Why you can't find this? I was 14 and why you're that fucking good, right? Then go find it. Go and find the answers that you are looking for. She tried, and you're still talking about baby sister, right? She tried to pray it away. See, I get it when a person's trying to be funny. I get it. I can understand that. I can understand that. Maybe, maybe she left your ass unattended, and you feel, or I fell. Which one is it? Into the hands. Which one is it? Huh? Which one is it, Miss Smarty? You didn't catch that? And of the wrong person. Huh? Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to just keep diving and diving and diving, and Papoose just actually came and laid on your table for free while you standing there with your doctor's coat on, and I tell you every aspect of stuff? Would that make you feel better? Huh? Would you grow from that? Huh? What you gonna do with it? I don't know if you deserved what happened to you. There's nothing that happened to me. What the fuck happened to you? Because ain't nothing happened to me. Why? But you want to keep telling yourself this bullshit. You is cray cray. But you must have done something really bad to be a person who had to lie about her life. You mean that of being a person that chooses to not drop my life out here on the fucking YouTube, something has to be wrong with me. No, something has to be the fuck wrong with you for keep asking someone who you don't know anything about their freaking life. Hold on a second. So, sorry. I don't know if you deserve what happened to you, but you must have done something really bad. Now you want to be a doctor. First you a paralegal, then you a dental associate, then you a hoe, then you this. Girl, make up your stop straddling. I told you that you were a straddler. What I do know is that you are a despicable woman. Now, first of all and foremost, I am not fucking gay. Second of all, bitch, you don't know me. Third of all, you don't know me. You have nothing to make that determination about Papoose. What? I'm despicable because I stand in my truth by saying to you, right, with no filter, bitch, I don't like you. So that makes me a despicable woman, then so be it. However, I can't say that about other ladies that I've actually met out here, and they in turn will probably not say that about me out here. See, you haven't met me. You don't know me. but there's others have. And I don't think that they would agree with what the fuck you're trying to say. Stupid. You are that kind of bitch that would spit on others or smoke in areas. Like this is a person who says that she received degrees, that she's a teacher, that you are this and you can do this. And this is the best that you can come up with right here. That I'm that kind of bitch. No, I'm that kind of bitch that wouldn't fuck with you. I'm that kind of bitch that will close the fucking circle, and if you try to pry your ass in like you doing now, will put my foot up your bitch ass. That's the person that I am. I mine's mine until you decide the mine's mine. And when you try to mine's mine, it becomes a fucking problem. And it's a problem I don't give a fuck if you had 100 degrees that you will not be able to solve. And I put that on my mama, baby, sister. But this right here, you sound stupid, look stupid, typing this shit. You are that kind of bitch that will spit on others. Bitch, I wouldn't even spit on you because that would be a despicable thing to do. That's disgusting. I would just treat and do you the original way of how it can be done. And that would be, I can't say that because right now you are allegedly, which I found funny as hell and I don't take it seriously, building your case like training days Denzel Washington to be reported on somebody who is harassed about somebody who could possibly be harassing your scary bitch ass. And it is what it is. It is what it is now. I promise y'all, I have been resting all morning because I've been going all weekend. My phone has not been ringing. I have not had anybody bother me, but the minute I have gotten up from resting, I feel like it's a nonstop. This could be a sign saying, no, don't do this, but I'm gonna ignore it and see what happens afterwards, right? You're that kind of bitch that would spit on others or smoke in areas not designated for smokers. I don't even know how that would make you feel about writing any of that. Because here again, you're worried about something that should not matter to you. Why does it matter to you? But yet then, like I said, bitch, you were about to lay up and then sent your pussy pictures out to people that actually smoke. Sit your dumb, crusty, scaly ass down somewhere. Go sit down. Go sit down. Now, so this is my post. This is my family. You are actually digging, which is typical of you. I get it. You got to weaponize yourself. This post was done in 2013, where I put in Lonely. This is a song by Janet Jackson. She refuses to accept that and feel that you can weaponize yourself with something that I know for a fact why it is on Facebook. Bitch, the same way that I do not come on YouTube to put in my actual reality part of my life is the same fucking rule that applies to Facebook. You just stupid. Choose another weapon because this one is not going to work for you. This is my cousin that passed away from Ohio. This one here lives over in South Carolina. Actually, she has about 10 fucking beach properties. Rich as fuck. Okay? You stupid. Hey, Moose. I think today is a good day for the reckoning. You remind me of Carrie and Betty Broderick. I can't respond to that because I'm not a TV holic. So if by any chance any of you guys go on that game show and it asks you would you like to call a friend, and the topic is 2 million about a TV show, do not call me. You will not win, okay? I don't waste time indulging into hundreds and hundreds of thousands of movies and TV, those episodes. I'm not a critic, okay? I'm not a critic, so I can't respond to this. This bitch is a whole fucking movie critic. She lives and stays in the house and does nothing but watch fucking TV and series and reality shows all fucking day. But let's go to this one. I am going to remind you that someone saw that you was ugly inside and out. Now, in order to determine that catfish, you'll have to believe me when I tell you I can get ugly. I do tie my gym shoes tight because there'll be people like you that feels like they are privy and powerful and genius into prying and poking at me. So with that being said, there's going to be a part where I'm going to get ugly and come back and rip your ass half in tooth. Period. I don't hide that. I don't hide that at all. So it's best for people to have in their best interests to return the respect that I give, to be nice, to get the same way that I come at you. You need to come back at me on it because if you don't, bitch, my motherfucking Air Maxes stay tied. And I think that this is where, you people like you would get things fucked up because you think that I'm above or in my 50s, that you can't get that work, bitch. And I keep telling you that I'm from that fucking life. I'm not hiding that. But I prefer to exist into the kind lifestyle, the nice, the respectful one, and it's reciprocated. I like that life better. So I never hid that. When I asked your bitch ass to shut that shit down on your channel, where you thought that you was winning with having a string put in your back, as a woman, I directly at you better shut that shit down. No, you sat there almost 2 years. Hee hee, ha ha. That shit ain't true. That shit ain't true. Now you out here all surprised, bitch, because I'm about to whoop your ass like Toby. Bitch, please. That ain't how that work. I'm supposed to just sit back here. Okay, it's all over with. Let it go. Blah, blah, blah. Bitch, open the box up. Surprise. Surprise. What, did I catch you off guard? What is it? I ain't going nowhere. Because this type of shit that you do, bitch, I can handle this shit. This ain't nothing to me. This shit like green eggs and ham, bitch. Read the book and laugh the fuck about it and try to figure out the fucking riddle to respond to it. That's it and that's all. You are a horrible human being with dry, rotted teeth. Really? Really? Well, really? Really? And edges. Really? I'm going to get to my page in a minute. Just so that if there's some new people here, that they can be enlightened about who you are. We're going to show them who you are. Bitch, you're the only one out here worried about my teeth. My teeth get seen by a fucking dentist, bitch, with impeccable fucking dental insurance that you do not have. Nah, you don't have them. Well, if you do, you got the Medicaid fucking with those food stamps over there, fucking around at age 80, bitch. The only way that you can deal with my existence in this world is to lie about I'm not trying to deal with nothing of your existence. You will not have as many videos that you have about my or trying to intrude in my fucking life that I have about yours because I don't care to know about your fucking life. I don't care about the know anything. I don't care to know anything about your fucking family, your pissy mama, your stank ass daughter, or your dead ass daddy. Neither one of them. Why do you constantly sit on here and make this shit up and lie about it? Because I'm telling you that I don't. I'm telling you, but you want to go and reverse it to something else different. Can you please tell us what I lie or did I tell on you? And you already know how that's going to work out. I don't answer none of your bitch ass questions, bitch. None of them. You ain't deserving for an answer. You gonna get what I speak about out here, and that's it, and that's all. But this part is funny here, bitch. When I know you know. You know, and I'm fucking rotten teeth in my, you stink, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Why did you take this out on me? Why did I take what out on you? Why? What did I take out on you? Let me explain that a little bit. Sitting back here watching a person who says that she's not this type of person and she's not that and she does this and I have that and this and and that and all that fake ass fucking bullshit that you were trying of a character that you was trying to put out here, bitch. You allow or not allow you sat there with that string in your stiff ass back and kept going on and on and on about a fucking lie to make yourself feel good, to make yourself have a fucking tickle in your panties and thought that you were doing something. Now the constituent shut it down. And I also told the constituent, man, you better put a muzzle on that bitch mouth because you know I'm going to come. Well, that didn't happen because even after that constituent left that channel, you still wanted to shoot some shots that wasn't true. Wasn't me that left with your nigga. It was another woman that also established a wrench on that channel. Smooth as fuck. Came in your front door, left the fuck out your front door with that nigga, right? But you wanted to keep going on and on and on. Fine, I'm gonna let you go. Now that you felt all tired and relentless, bitch, which is when I came bone through your front fucking door. You gave me all the smoke that a moose can blow, but it sounds like you just laughed at it. That art of war is a immaculate motherfucking study, bitch. You ought to get with it. Or was it that poker face? I don't know. Could have been one or the other. You just laughed at it. Off with the person that you call ugly, by the way. I hope it wasn't an adult that called a 40-year-old, something-year-old lady ugly. What are you going to do? And like I tell my community over here in the comments, when she is writing, you have to take this shit with a grain of salt because she thinks that she is outsmarting people. What are you going to do if that person sees you today? I promise you that it seems like you had a pretty conversation with the person that called you ugly. No, it was a troll. It was a troll, just like they do over here on YouTube. It seems as if, see, she want to put this, it says she wants to recover herself and put herself back into the white coat like she's somebody's doctor. So you all, if you ever come across this catfish a time or two in your YouTube life chatting, this is one bitch that you got to be careful about. She thinks that she can just turn on the cold water and then turn it off, and you don't catch the shit that she says. This bitch is cray cray. It seems as if you two trauma bonded over being ugly. That is considered as a sarcastic statement, okay? Don't fall for her shit. She's looking and she's hoping to get a response. They didn't teach her well in her teaching classes on the reciprocating end of how that can turn out for her. Okay? They only just taught her how to do it. They didn't teach her on how to deal with it if there is a respond or not. They just left it at that. This is how you do it. Stupid bitch. But yet, I just reposted something you posted and I got barked at by a moose. I have to commend you. He said without even knowing it. She was called ugly to her face and she confirmed that she knew that she was ugly. The case of one pap being ugly has been open and closed. See, that's that school of the legality that keeps occurring back up in her fucking head, right? So you have an open case now, and you closed it, right? And this is this fake ass fucking world this bitch. Yeah, you're funny. We're going to go to my page and see how I responded to that. But there you are again. You in a 2013. I was told I was ugly today by someone who is ugly. Also, you don't have to scratch my picture out, bitch. You don't have to scratch it out. And now it's ugly. Also, now how ugly call someone ugly. So she's implying that here I called myself ugly. This is like the hardest. And then, of course, there's more to this post. It was a troll. I did not know. I don't want to argue with the troll, and I'm not about to explain this post to this bitch either. So now she needs more content. Here we go. She grabs my Hype It Up #8 video about her. I know my personal fool. I'm not your personal fool, stupid bitch. Can't show us nothing because she's a liar. You do know that you lose points. In her head, there's some type of competition going on. In her head, if you don't show and share, you might get dropped from the game. What that I've already won. She's in some type of motherfucking game. Oh no. You won't. Captain, you want a competition that fucking bad. You can easily take your ass back up to your schooling system, wherever you went, right, to get your 50 degrees and counting, right, and draw up some type of event, right, a competition event. Place your subject out there, right? You can even make money off of it because anybody want to join has to pay the admin fee to get in, right? And get the cameras out there, get the show going, right? Have competitors every week, right? I'm just giving you an idea, right, on how to get back on your game, right? Get back. I don't have a spoon. Get back on your game face, right? And make you some money. So the next time you have to file that bankruptcy, right, you don't have to put on there that you're disabled and you don't have the money for X, Y, and Z and blah, blah, blah. Right? You could do that. But yet then you want to be out here thinking that somebody was playing with you and declare yourself as the winner. I tried to tell you that you're a goofy. You are a straight up goofy. But since y'all out here watching, go hype this live up right here. Hype up video around number 8 on One Pap channel. Hype that bit. Hype that goddamn video up. Fuck that bitch. What else you all here? Over here putting my damn video up. Thanks for the publicity, stupid bitch. Madam Moose, what do you want? We need your evidence and not the same thing being reposted. Now, mind you guys, she comes with a lot of rules, regulations, right? Provisions. Somehow she thinks that she is outcaster or the making of the YouTube, and anything you say will be held against you, and you owe her all of the proof. I know your household is labeled as special ed. This is the life shaming moment here, or special needs. And you don't know that at all. But it feels good saying it though, right? Right. So you can go to your neighbor's house and let them show you what I mean. Hell, ask the $15 million man to help you. You stuck on that. You're stuck on that. Didn't I tell you you become hilarious to me when you try to sit out here to repeat what others have said? You want to take and repeat what he said to make something out of it, then that's on your dumb ass. If he can raise all that money, I know he can find the right paperwork. I'm not reading an essay from someone from the GED program. This is your roast. This is about as high as you get, bitch. Trying to implement that I got a GED is the funniest shit as ever. While you sit over there and wait to see what I'm going to post to you. It ain't going to happen, you calm bucket. I replied back to her, let me hold some of them food stamps. You're right. We are not the same. Want to bet that my money wasn't found for me? Wasn't found that shouldn't be here? Was found to give to the government? The way I see this story would be you're older than me. You were a broke bitch and then and a broke bitch now. So she's upset with me because I posted or reposted, which I found out here. I don't know where the shit came from. I was like, oh, bam. At 20s, I had spent way more money than your ass would have ever seen in your lifetime. Wanna bet that what you're sharing, I already shared? And now that video, Catfish, I think I'm gonna find that video. Might be on the One Papoose channel. I'm not sure, right? That shit already been talked about, laughed at, and moved on. We moved on from that. I ain't got no shame or guilt in no shit that happened 20 something years ago. You stupid bitch, you up there posting up some shit like I'm gonna get a knock on the door from it. I did not raise my kids on government assistance, bitch. Not a single one of them. None. None. See, I told her my life is complex. While you are still trying to piece it together, good luck, bitch. Riddle me this. If the government couldn't piece it together, what makes you think that you can? Now, and blah, blah, blah. I call her Lucy and blah, blah, blah. Now, this here I want to talk to you about just for a second, Catfish, right? You say that you only have this these certain people that you date. Most of them are superheroes, NFL, garbage sanitation truckers. You're Rapunzel with looking like Retribution and this with scallion skin and bubble lips and a disability with pigment like a banana. You got shit dots on your face with the food stamps, now currently called food share. How the fuck do you think that you're fooling anyone, that you're none other but a catfish, right? I said those things. I said those things. And here's why I said those things, right? Because you, right? Hold on, I got to set the phone down for a minute. You like to set that impressionable narrative about yourself amongst your peers over there, right? Your peers, right? You want them to believe all of this and all of that, right? But here, and I usually don't have a question for you, but I think I discovered one because I don't give a fuck about your answer or any of that, right? But how is it that someone that you like to portray of this spectacular caliber, right, of your stuff, right? How is it that courses that you had, right, which had probably complicated problems behind them, and nobody knows about the truth of them except for you, right? But how is it that you, the character that you displayed about yourself out here, right, only have devastated stories behind each subject? How is it that a person, you, for instance, with your first husband, right, did not find all of these qualities that you say you have, which would be on a level of perfectionist, right? Because you said that, right? It's not there with you. Wouldn't a man want that particular type of professional in a woman? I, it's very baffling and confusing. How is it that you sit out here to state that you were financially well off, right? And now you're in your second marriage. And wouldn't a man want to be with the woman that's financially well off? That's baffling, fucking confusing. Now you're in third marriage. You are highly educated. You've had numerous, allegedly, over $150,000 paying career jobs. You have driven the best of whatever. You've been around the best of whatever people. But then the third husband is not there either. So, is it the truth that the life shaming that you do could apply to the men of your choice is the reason why you've been divorced all of those many times? Is because they turned out to be that smoker or that bum or that cheater or can't keep a job type person, right? Now I just say that because that can be what has happened in the state of these men that you or them allegedly divorce yourselves from, right? But how do we know that it's not the men that actually left because of the life shaming that you do? Is actually you. They got tired of maybe your broke ass. They got tired of maybe your cheating ass. There's proof out there. We already know that you subjected yourself, your late 60s, of sending out a pussy picture to a minor. So we know that if you can do it, and that was done that easily out here on a social media site, that this is something that could have been in rotation of a bad habit of doing from you. Now that's possible. It's what I'm led to believe. But could this all have been you? Could it possibly be that you're the one that is extremely hurt from these things that happen in your past, and this social media network, YouTube, you chose to use as a scapegoat on to rekindle or find the certain happiness that you felt that you were cheated out of with all of those damn divorces that you like to brag about. Could it have possibly been one of those particular scenarios? And if I answer myself without sounding cray cray, I would absolutely answer yes, with no doubt. I'm just saying. And because things didn't turn out the way that you probably expected or planned, with capturing certain people as social acquaintances out here, such as drunk the cousin for the Levi, or the what's his name over there, because I forget some of the names, but all of the guys, right? Because you actually caught yourself up tied into mostly friendship with more male figures out here than you did female figures. Maybe two or three of the females, but you found yourself probably highly attractive to most of the men out here. There's a bit of pattern with you. I'm just saying. But could it have possibly been some of those scenarios, and you choose to, use social media scapegoat to rekindle your happiness back into your life, but since it did not work out the way that you had planned on to, now you're suffering from what do they call it, when you retracting all of the detrimental damage that has been done to you, like you're an exorcist now. You're you're a straight up you're scorned, you're mad because the outcome of this just didn't work out in your favor out here. I don't know. But that's the question, though. Maybe I'll have a show on it. Do women suffer from that once the divorces or the separation from the men has happened? Do you take blame and flight onto other people because of something, because you don't want to explain the downright truth about it? See, you want us to believe out here that you were the dominant in the relationship, and you was kicking ass, and they didn't do what you say, and you had the most money, and you was hitting people upside the head with a can of corn. This is the story that you want the public to believe. Me personally, I don't give a fuck. I just want the story so I can laugh at the shit. Pretty much, right? So, at the conclusion of this that I typed back to you, I said, now let's let this sink in also. Right now, because I'm playing the role of reverse psychology on you, right? Knowing that I know that I have a troll or someone in my Facebook comments saying, oh, well, you're ugly, right? Knowing that I've seen plenty of people come through and call you ugly also, right? And also with you saying that, oh my God, I post my own pictures up, and yeah, this stuff makes me ugly, right? So this is kind of one of those type of parables that I at least try to point out to you, but I get it. You like to weaponize yourself being sarcastic, kind of like me, right? I think you steal my flow. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's nothing that I'm going to sue you about. Let's let this sink in also. If someone wants to call somebody ugly and turn around, and I turn around and call myself ugly, do you think that someone would continue to call somebody ugly? See, right now, the more you say it, all I have to do is sit there and agree with you, knowing that I know for a fact that it's not the truth. But I'm gonna do and say what I want to say to get you to shut the fuck up about the same bullshit that you keep trying to manifest out here. It's reverse psychology, stupid bitch. I know I'm not ugly, but to make that someone first, number one, to think what you're saying is true, and you want it true so badly because you want it to be your truth very badly. You say it every day. And I'm sitting here looking at what I can also claim or say, looking at you, that you are ugly bitch. Okay? Oh, well. It depends on how ugly it, it's defined. Ugly is in the truth, or the eyes of the beholder. It is what it is. So I say, so your truth will prevail and you would feel like you're winning. My self esteem, secondly, just agree with the bitch like you. Okay, fine. Now, we should be over that, right? Let's move past that. I'm an ugly bitch. I'm ugly. Are you satisfied? When I know the truth, right? With a bitch, so you could just shut the fuck up. Bitch, my self esteem is far from being low and unbreakable. Fuck is wrong with you, stupid? That's exactly what I responded to you about, right? This is just in case you'd like to go back over there and change some shit up, right? Then, of course, this is what got you pissed off right here, right? I didn't search for this. This shit just fell into my lap. I ain't got to do nothing because you're not the one out here that these people, you have fucking people out here that just didn't, or don't like you. Either way, right? But this is you. This is you. Paper don't lie, right? Black and white don't lie, right? You ain't gonna find no shit like this coming from a one papoose. Bitch, I ain't never trotted my bitch ass down to an office begging or asking or trying to prove to anybody that I need some damn food stamps. Whatever the situation was, I toughed and roughed it out and made it happen for mines, for my babies with no problem at all. I figured it out. What was your problem, huh? What was your problem, rock star? What was your problem, school major, huh? What was your problem? Where was your mammy at, huh? Where was your daddy, huh? You couldn't, girl, girl, girl. This right here, huh? Huh? Oh, well, this says your spouse. Your spouse. Now, either you hid it from them. Oh shit, hold on. Oh, well, no, I can go back here because this is my page, right? Either you hid your spouse income. There's only two things that happen here. You lied about it and hid it, or there was no marriage. One or the other. But they would have found that